Hello, my name is Karen Saled. I'm an advanced student at Liaison College in Kitchener, and I'm here to demonstrate how to fabricate a chicken the correct way and the benefits of it. And later on, once I clean up my station, we're going to do mirepoix and how to do chicken stock. So here's the chicken. This has been washed. I have a clean cutting board, a clean surface. I've washed my hands. So there's a lot of benefits to cutting up your own chicken. First of all, as you save money, you can portion out the pieces that you want, and then you can take the carcass and you're making make a chicken stock. So you can get a lot of cost benefits from doing your own chicken versus buying one in the store that's already pre-done. So here's our chicken, and these are the legs and the wings, the carcass. So I just loosen this up, and it's really easy to take apart a chicken. You just have to follow the loins where the fat is. So you take your deboning knife, and you just follow along where the skin is. And you'll see that there's a joint, so you just go around the joint, and it's really easy. And that comes off like that, so that's one leg already. And then you get your second one. You follow along the fat line, pop this out, and again, there's your second joint. And if you have a really sharp knife, it's very easy to do. There we go, and piece number 2. Now, here's the back of the bird. You've got your wing and your little draw mat. This is the back, this is the breast. So I'm going to take the wing off because I want to do a chicken supreme. I'll show you that. Take that off there, and there's your 2 little wings. Now here's your breast. So if you run your finger along the bone, you'll find the breastbone. You take your knife, just put it in, and again, when it's really sharp, it's easy to do. You cut through the skin. Find the bone. Put the tip of your knife into the chicken right along the bone. Put your finger in, and it will guide you along where it's supposed to be. Down you go. So as you can see, it's right along the bone. You just follow that along the bone. And there's the joint where the leg is. Oops, there's a little bit of skin there. Pop that out. You have a chicken supreme. So you've got the leg and you've got the breast. And if you choose, you can take the skin off if you don't want any skin. So there's this, that's one. Now this is our last one. Now, if you've ever seen a Martin Yan video, he can do it in 18 seconds. I cannot. So, again, be careful. I'm a little far away, but stay close to the bone to get all the meat. I'm going to turn it around. Take him down. See, you can see all that. That's your breastbone. Take him down. Find the joint. Take him out. And there's your second supreme. You got the little leg and you've got the breast. And so, just think what you would have paid for that in the grocery store, and you've done it on your own. And there's the carcass for the pot, and we'll do chicken stock in a moment. Thank you. So now that we've cut up our chicken, we put aside the pieces that you're going to use. You can use them right away, or you can put them in, bag them up and put them in the freezer. I've taken the carcass already and I've put it in the pot. So you put the carcass in and you cover it with cold water. And you make sure you clean up your stations. So you never want to use a cutting board with raw chicken on it for cross-contamination. So I've cleaned up my station. I've got a fresh board. I've washed my hands. And I've got the pieces ready to go for our stock. So we put the chicken in the pot and we bring it to a boil. And now in the pot, the scum will come to the surface. So what you want to do is take a ladle and skim off the scum. So you've got all clean things here. So you just go in and there's a little bit of scum. You take that off. These are impurities from the chicken that you don't want. Put that back. So just to show you, this is the scum, and this we're just going to discard at the end of the stock. So now once the pot is up to boil, you just let it simmer. So we're just going to turn that down a little bit. And just skim a bit more. Now the reason you want to do this as well, because one of the properties of chicken stock is you want it to be really clear. And so by taking off the scum really carefully, you don't want to stir things up. This will keep the clarity of the stock. So put that back there. So again, so this is what we have as well. This is our scum. So I'm going to turn this down. And that's looking good. So once you have all the scum off the top of the pot, you can go ahead, and the other ingredients you need for your stock, these are your flavoring agents, and this is called mirepoix. So there's a couple different things you need. These are your spices. This is called a sachet d'épices, and you just take a coffee filter, really simple, and the spices you put in here, you do a bay leaf, some whole peppercorns, some fresh thyme, you do some parsley. You just gather that up like this. This way it doesn't leach out into the pot and you don't have to worry about retrieving it. And you take a piece of kitchen twine and you tie it like that. Nice and tight. We're going to put that in the pot in a moment. So that's your sachet d'épices. The other things you have, this is your mirepoix. And there's 3 vegetables you use are onions, celery, and carrots. And these have already been pre-washed and chopped. So again, everything's very sanitary. You chop them up pretty chunky because if you chop them too fine, they'll disintegrate into the stock, and you want to keep your stock clear. So you keep it quite chunky. And you put that in the stock, and then the flavor will go into the stock with the chicken. So we have onion. And when you're doing mirepoix, it's 50% onion, 25% celery, 25% carrots. So I have 400 grams of onions, 200 grams of celery, and 200 grams of carrots. So that can all go in the pot now. And this is what adds the flavor to the stock with the chicken. And you notice that there's no salt. You don't need any salt in when you're making chicken stock. You season it when you're cooking. So the mirepoix is in. Now a little trick is you put your little sachet in, and so you don't lose it, you take it, and you tie the string onto the handle, which keeps it secure, and you tuck that in, and that it goes in the water. And now you simmer this, the bones and your mirepoix, for about 3 hours. And when that's ready to go, you take everything out of your pot and strain it, and you have chicken stock.